Gemini, it's Dr. Leona Mercury coming in for your general collective reading. This is for Gemini Sun and planetary placements, including the North and South nodes, as well as Gemini ascendants. This is for late May, the period between May 16th, the blood moon coming up, along with the lunar eclipse, and June the 4th. Mercury went retrograde on May the 10th and goes direct on June 3rd, and the very next day, Saturn goes retrograde. Saturn is Lord Karma. When Saturn goes retrograde, people have to watch out for things like broken bones, and so the period between now and then is really important. If you're new to my channel, let me introduce you to the fact that I am a New Orleans-based reader, and I am a Vedic astrologer. So I've been working with the Siddha Guru for the last 12 years. He's currently in Madurai, India, and we speak multiple times a week, and we do collective sort of sessions to raise consciousness with a group that we have going on. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the space as I chat with you. I have like string coming off of this. So this sage bundle is something I made. It comes from my garden. And there you go. You can see I'm the real deal. I'm really doing this. I'm going to cleanse my oracle cards down here, the crystals, the candle. This comes from the Flirty Girl, a shop on Chatra Street. There's also, I think, one in the Garden District. I'm going to cleanse my own space. I'm going to cleanse the cracks here because I'm doing this. I think it's after midnight. I'm not even sure. But I basically do these cards. I shuffle them 108 times before I turn on the camera. I use the mala beads, and every time I do a shuffle, I will say the sign that I'm going to be doing. In this case, it's Gemini. I'll say Gemini, and then I'll say the mantra. Today, the mantra is Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya is about bringing in the energy of the universe. It's respecting the divine in yourself and in others, okay? This is a cute, cute, cute little voodoo doll. I named this voodoo doll Chandra because look at that moon. Chandra is moon in Sanskrit. Just in case you don't know, you guys learn a lot if you actually tune into my channel and listen. There's a lot to learn. So I am going to go ahead and launch right into the reading. All right, so we're already pre-shuffled up. Your first card is the Two of Wands. I had to look at that twice. I wasn't sure what I was seeing. The Two of Wands is about a partnership that might be at a distance right now. I am a psychic reader, so I'm going to try to hold back on that. But speaking of holding back, Four of Cups. Who's a psychic reader? I am. 2 to 4. So that's interesting. I'm seeing that you might be concerned, my beautiful Geminis. You may have a partnership, but someone that you're interested in also already does. So the two of you may be interested in each other, but you're unable to move forward. For some of you out there with just 2 cards, I can see that because I think that's come through in your other reading as well, like previous readings. Herald of Pentacles. You really do. You are holding back on a new beginning. There's also the energy of an apology on the deck, and also a baby. So for some of you out there, there might be a baby that's part of this holding back. You might have had a pandemic baby. That came through in your reading for the blood moon. Go ahead and check out the blood moon readings, as well as the energy readings that came up. I did those on Mohini Ekadashi, which is like a 1 day a year where you can kind of erase bad karma. It's better than doing a pilgrimage or, making donations. It's the way to go. It's like a little window of awesome. Here we go with our Queen of Cups, which is interesting. Cancerian energy coming up. As a Vedic reader, Vedic astrology has a 24-degree difference from tropical or Western astrology. Vedic astrology uses sidereal calculations. Basically, there, sidereal astrology and Vedic astrology are on the same wavelength. It is the same thing here. So we've got the Queen of Cups so in sidereal or Vedic astrology, Cancer, which is the Queen of Cups for me, would be Gemini. And Gemini, if you're a tropical Gemini, you would be Taurus. Many of you would be Taurus, and I bet many of you out there have Taurian placements. So I think it was, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been a Taurus reading. My last Taurus reading could have been the energy reading too, where I talked about Jonathan Van Ness kind of came through in that reading. And so it was like Taurus, and I said something like, oh, I wonder if he's a Taurus. He is an Aries, but many Tauruses in Vedic astrology would be Aries. So he did kind of come through in that reading, and I thought that was interesting because I sort of straddle two worlds, which is, sort of par for the courses of being a psychic reader. You straddle two worlds anyway, and I always do because I have another sort of job in the real world, and I do healing, and I do use my gifts to help people heal, but they don't come to me because I'm psychic. I mean, I do that for people who know me and know who I am. They will come ask me, and I have no problem doing it for them, but my clients, that's not what they're coming to me for. They're coming to me for other kinds of healing that's more publicly recognizable and publicly accepted. So straddling two worlds is something I've been doing for a long time. Two of Wands, again, distance in a partnership that you might be holding back on, my beautiful Geminis. You are either looking for an apology, you would like to have a stable new beginning. You also may have a child in the mix, at least one. That could be part of why you're holding back on this Queen of Cups, which I do not see as you. I see it as the other person's energy that you're interested in. Seven of Pentacles is here. This is more delays. They may have even sent you messages, or you may have sent them messages, and somebody held back on answering those messages. That's part of what's communication, a delay in communication. The High Priestess is more delays coming through here. Some of you may have some Piscean placements. Your person might have Piscean placements, but this is about intuitively knowing. I think you intuitively know, yep, you know that this is your person. The Sun card is here. The person you're interested in may have some Leo placements. I also have an update to give you about some big astronomical event happening in the summer. I'm sorry, the cards are off screen. I have to kind of lean forward to have them on screen, and I think I just kind of get a little uncomfortable. Eight of Wands is coming in. Oh, you're going to be so happy with this person. You want to travel with them. Wow, my beautiful Geminis, you really love them, and I think that they love you too. I think you two would have a very happy relationship based on what I'm seeing here with the cards. Six of Cups, oh yeah, past life energy, a big time. I'm sensing that as well. The World card is here. It's looking like the fall time might be of interest to you. Ace of Swords, are you getting clarity about this? It does look like it, and oh my, what? Check this out. Can you see that? The word Leo right there? It's right there. I don't know if that's like kind of coming through. Also, look at the 3-6. So I've been seeing 6 and 3s kind of coming through. So it does look like the fall, around that late summer, early fall, you're going to be getting some clarity about this relationship. This is a past life relationship. I think you and this person have obviously met before. I don't know if you've like had any kind of intimacy or not. I can't really, I see you want to. I see you want to. You might have talked about it. But I can see that you've been holding back a lot. So I do think you have another person, and so do they. Because we went from the 2 to a 4, and this is basically holding back in love. So there's a lot of passion here with the Two of Wands between the two of you. But I can tell that you both have other things happening, and that's why there's a delay in communication. And you intuitively know that this person will make you very happy. You have a sense that you did have some communication going back and forth there for a while, some passionate communication by the looks of it. And somebody said, if it wasn't you, someone else in this mix said, it could have been someone like in your friends and family group, or it could have been the person you're interested, said, I think you're my person. Yep. The world is going to turn for you, my beautiful Geminis. I do think that you're going to have some clarity about this. And if you don't have it coming up in the next, like, say, month or the next 2.5 weeks, I do think you're going to be getting it by the fall. The Magician is here. This is your energy, Mercury energy, my beautiful Geminis. This also, you can see the full moon. So there might be some clarity coming in for you, basically soon. I'm recording this before the full moon because I'm drawing on that energy. I'm not sure. I'm really trying hard to draw on the energy of the full moon. King of Wands. What? Wow, we've got a king and a queen now on the deck. And an ace here. You guys are, and the Leo here. So I'm telling you, there's a Leo. Somebody with Leo placement is coming through for you, Gemini. You really love this person very much and very passionate about them, and they love you. I think there's some unconditional love here too. Two of Pentacles. So this is, to me, burning the candle at both ends. You both might be very, very busy people. I am seeing that. In fact, as I say that, Eight of Pentacles. So this is about work. You're working very hard. They're working very hard. I'm just looking ahead here. I think the universe does want me to keep going, so I will keep going. Herald of Swords. You're watching them. They're watching you. You are working on moving toward them as well, and vice versa if that's not you. The Moon. Again, I've got some Cancerian energy coming through here. So that's interesting. And this is, again, that full moon coming up. The Star. Yep. The Star is Aquarius. In tropical signs, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. And what's at the bottom of the deck I'm hearing? What's at the bottom? The Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. This is a stable person and it would be a very stable relationship. And I think that the cards are at least suggesting that you go for this. Okay, so let's go over this. So I want to just point something out, okay? This is Saturn and or Uranus and the Moon. And the King of Wands came out. Eight of Wands is here. You've got a lot of Wands. So at the end of July, because we also have the Sun here, at the end of July, July 31st, there is a triple conjunction between Uranus, the north node of the moon, which is a destiny node. It's called Rahu in Vedic astrology, and the star, okay, and the star, and Mars. Mars is right here. Mars in Vedic astrology rules Scorpio and Aries. Scorpio is also ruled by Pluto, which happened to go into retrograde on April 29th until early October. So again, that sense of early fall coming through for us here in this reading. But that triple conjunction isn't just any old thing. I know everybody freaks out about retrogrades, but ultimately this triple conjunction, Uranus is the planet of big life-altering changes, huge changes, things that will change your life for the better, for worse. Oh, I think that's my dishwasher coming through. Sorry about that, everybody. I have no idea why that was turned on. Okay, so back to you. Yep, Uranus is the planet of big, irreparable change is how I would put it. And the North Node Rahu is the planet of fast, sudden change, very, very quick. I mean, 1 minute life is one way and the next minute it's changed forever and you can't get back to the other space. And it happens so quickly, literally your head will spin. Mars energy as being part of that conjunction, Mars is aggressive energy. It can be very swift. It can bring in some warlike energy, some hostile energy. So that combination is a tough combination for that triple conjunction. I can tell you that Uranus has not like always been great for me in my life, particularly given the Cancer situation that I've dealt with pretty much since the moment I became an adult and before that even. So Uranus is tough energy. Saturn being retrograde is going to be tough during that period of time, as is Jupiter going retrograde literally on July 28th, mere days before this big event. So I'm telling you about this now because it's a warning, okay? You got to start thinking about this. I'm looking ahead for you. I think that sometimes in life we believe we have all the time in the world for everything to go our way, that if it doesn't happen today, it can happen tomorrow. Now that's true for the most part. We always, it's never too late. You can always try to do something as long as you are here. It's never too late, but we live in a pandemic world and we're moving toward, I think we're moving toward, fingers crossed, that we're moving toward endemic stages. But in the meantime, COVID exists now and that's never going away. So let's just be smart, all right? When you have a situation like what I'm seeing here, this is a general collective reading. So for some of you, this energy is going to manifest in a different way, depending on the individual. But for some individuals out there, and I think a lot of you have a similar story here, you definitely have this, there's someone you want, and it's not the person that you're currently with. You are in a relationship right now, but it's not with the person that you want to be in a relationship with. And that's okay. There's no judgment on my end at all for that. Come on, I never judge anybody for anything. I'm sex positive. Why would I judge you? But it is somebody that you really love. I do think there might be a child or children involved in terms of you not moving forward. That might be part of this delay here that we see, double delay happening of you're delaying your happiness. My beautiful Geminis, in this day and age, that is not the thing to do. You have something you really want with all your heart. You have a wish fulfillment and you can get it. This full moon, it's something that you may not even be seeing yourself. You may not even be admitting this to yourself. You want somebody, you want a relationship with somebody, and it's somebody great, somebody that will bring you happiness, somebody passionate and attractive and loving and nurturing. Wow. Why would you hold back on this for any reason? You know what? If you have children and you're worried about children and what might happen for them, as long as you and your other partner maybe it's not a partner, maybe it's just their parent, and you're concerned about how that dynamic might change, just sit down and have an honest conversation about what's happening and how it won't change anything in that situation, that you'll continue to be a good parent, but that you are going to be moving on to another situation, and that's like okay. It's all right for relationships to evolve because evolution is real. Human beings continue to evolve and evolution doesn't stop. It's inevitable for relationships. I mean, at some point you want to hit a relationship where you can be in it for like several decades, because that's how you build wealth. You don't build wealth by changing up partners every couple of years. You have to find a stable situation to build wealth. If it's not one partner, maybe it's more. Maybe you're in a throuple or a polycule or whatever your situation is. But as long as you can stay in a given situation for 10 or more years, hopefully more than 10 years, because that's how you build the wealth. You have to gain momentum. It takes time to do that. Unless you're Oprah or have a last name like Trump or Rowling or Windsor, come on. It's a very limited number of people that have that kind of wealth. So in order to build wealth, we need a partner. Businesses do it all the time. Businesses expand and grow through partnerships. That's how businesses do that. It's the same for individuals on a micro level. So for some of you out there, you know, you might be a little divided on that. You might have gone in a few directions. Maybe you weren't so clear on how to build partnerships necessarily in the past, but it does look like you found somebody really good, really stable, really loving, attractive, very sexual, passionate toward you, and you toward them. I see this, Gemini. I do think there's some past energy here, meaning it's someone that, not just past life, okay, it's could be this very lifetime, maybe from childhood for some of you, someone you've known for a while. I also sense that some of you met this person through a childhood friend or a family member, a family member that you were friends with and still are. You know, you spent your childhood together, and they brought in this person into your life, and it was like a connection, and now it's become a mutual connection, and you really can see you want to travel with this person. You just see so much happiness here with them. I don't know why you wouldn't move toward them. I'm going to have to take it to the extended to find out. In the meantime, let me scry and see what's going on here for my beautiful Geminis. My extendeds are exclusively right now on Patreon. My Patreon subscribers for $8.88 feels ridiculous to me because I have like 44 videos up right now. It's not even a penny a video. It's like less than half a penny a video. But you get to see all the extended videos, and why you'd want that is because, of course, if you look at your astrological chart, you'll see that each house is ruled by a different zodiac sign. Okay? And you need to see where the planet that rules that sign is. Look at the different houses and kind of understand. You listen to the tarot for each house. And then, like, let's say the 8th house is normally Scorpio, okay? But maybe for you, it's not Scorpio. Maybe for you, since it landed right here on the Sun card, I mean, it sort of landed between these two. Maybe for you, it's Leo, okay? Since it landed right there, let's just use that as an example. Maybe for you, the 8th house is Leo. You should really know about that because the 8th house, of course, is a house of psychology, religion, culture, but it's also a house, medicine. It's also the house of sudden death, sudden illness. And with Leo there, it would mean that these things could happen in a very public way. Okay, it could be like a car accident, something that happens in a public space. You need to know that. You can live your life in a better way. It doesn't mean, look, these are cards. They're just cards. The stars are stars, and they're part of the pattern of the universe. We can't live our lives by these things, but we can absolutely look at them as like a roadmap, GPS, if you will, spiritual GPS, soul GPS. I like to think of it that way. And if you don't have your chart done, it's like driving a car with a blindfold on. You can hear the GPS talking to you, but you can't see where you're going. So what's going on there? So take off the blindfold and get your astrological chart done. I am a Vedic reader, so I would be happy to do your chart. And Vedic astrology has a 24-degree difference from tropical signs. It also just focuses on the planets, the main planets. So I do see here that you intuitively know who this is. I feel like it's a person with Leo placement. If they're not a sun, if their sun isn't in Leo, they have significant Leo placement. You may have Leo placement as well, my beautiful Gemini, but I'm also seeing that some of you have some Piscean placement. Yeah, this is some really beautiful energy right here. Oh my gosh, I'm also picking up some same-sex vibes for some of you out there, LGBTQIA. Of course, remember, all readers come from their own context, so I often translate, sex-positive things and LGBTQIA. Why not? So, all right, I'm seeing some very happy, positive vibes here. You know about it, and you're delaying this. Some of you out there, if you're not doing it, they are. And, I understand if you're not ready, but There's no time like the present. And you'll never be more ready than you are right now. That's the truth of it. You know who's the sovereign of your heart. You are the Queen of Hearts, my beautiful Gemini. I kind of wanted to pick another card. My hand went right there. Destruction. Oh, this tells me something totally different. Can you see the crystals there on that crown? Okay, take a look at those. And then this is destruction. So for some of you out there, I also see some Aries energy here, okay? For some of you out there, what this means from the universe, this message in particular, I am seeing a baby mama or baby daddy that goes with this Herald of Pentacles, a child, all right? And they are toxic. And they're part of the reason why you're delaying moving forward with a person that you know will bring you happiness. You know it. You know it. Wow. Rabbit. It's number 50. This is my friend Heidi Messenger. She's been with me for a number of readings now. She was a true psychic medium, a public psychic, and meaning she wasn't afraid to show her face like I am, only because of the other work I do. You know, everybody has to earn, and not everybody works in a profession that would be friendly to tarot or psychic stuff. I mean, you know, I just don't think I could do it, not right now. But you guys will help me to do that one day, maybe. The number 50 is here. The number 0 is the divine. The number 5 is change. So there may be somebody born in the year of the rabbit, by the way, and this rabbit also, Gemini, you are the magician, and the magician's assistant is always like a rabbit, right? Especially a white rabbit. So peaceful, fruitful, and cautious. Rabbit is friends with the Great Spirit. Research well before decisions. Don't just take things at their merit. With this combination, when you did get your own card, the Magician, Mercury energy. So, and it goes, Mercury is retrograde now, but it goes direct. The energy of this reading is for that time period, basically. It really is for Mercury retrograde. I should probably label that, but I didn't want it to be like just about that. So, my beautiful Geminis, I think that you are letting somebody prevent you from having a new beginning. It's what it feels like to me. If it's not that way for you, then let this reading go. There'll be more of them. I do multiple readings a week for all signs. I'm coming out with new material nearly every single day, okay? So if it's not for you, let it go. The universe, the ancestors, rather, did want you to, I think the universe too, basically, however you translate that, they did want me to show you this High Priestess and the Sun. That's where the scry fell. That's very important. So I'm going to take this to the extended, everybody, over on Patreon. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thank you to all my Geminis who do that right now. I appreciate you so much. Please comment and let me know what you think about this, and listen to my podcast on Spotify called Traveling Amongst the Stars. I do an energy reading for the general collective, all signs. Each week, every Monday, a new episode comes out, and I just posted a bonus episode on Friday the 13th for something called Mohini Ekadashi, and I did talk about that in the energy readings on YouTube as well, so you can learn more about that. It's a day when you can completely reverse your karma. It's just like epigenetics proves that you can do that with your DNA. If you're born with certain DNA, that certain programming, certain biological programming, through changing how you think, how you move, and what you put on your body, you can actually change your DNA. That's the whole study of epigenetics. Guess what? It's the same in psychology. And it's the same for us spiritually. All those things work together. We can change ourselves. We don't have to go along with what's happening. We can make change. As long as we are here, we can make change. As long as the person we want to move toward is here. But in this world of unpredictable stuff, and we really need to act. We can't just hold back. So don't hold back, my beautiful Geminis. If this is your story, please don't hold back. Please move forward. You have the power to do this. It does feel to me like some of you have multiple children with multiple partners, okay? With this rabbit, I do see more than one child. I do see a particular younger child as part of the equation here for some of you. Okay, so for others, I see some of you might have just recently gotten pregnant, or someone got you pregnant, or if you're male, you may have gotten a partner pregnant, yet things are not where you want them to be, and there's someone else that you know is your one. So you should, if that's the case, think about why you stay with somebody that you don't want to be with. This is, again, a non-judgmental statement here, right? So the reason why we do things like that is called self-sabotage. When we're self-sabotaging, we feel a deep sense of like self-loathing, okay? And we need to be mindful of that. Doing meditations, mantras, saying affirmations, whether you do a mantra in Sanskrit, whether you're saying a Sanskrit mantra or you're saying an affirmation, I deserve love. I deserve real love. I deserve to earn, have, and keep money. I am worthy of happiness. Things like that, whether you're saying it in any language, I deserve to have the respect that I give to others. However you're saying it, just keep saying that. Can you imagine saying that 108 times a day, every day for 40 days? Guess what? You start thinking differently. So I think it's time, my beautiful Geminis, to maybe start incorporating some of those mindfulness practices. I think that will help you in future situations like this. If this isn't you right now, let it go. If it is you, come with me over to the extended. I will see you all soon. Until then, take care.